I couldn't help but to reflect how several years ago I used to come down here. I would actually walk down with my dogs down this lake, down to the recreational center, and then back home. It took probably about an hour, but it was about 4 miles. And we did that and we was glad to do it, you know. But when you get older, I'm telling you, you drive as far as you can and then you pat yourself on the back for having put in the effort to keep yourself moving. I used to do it sometimes early in the morning, and then sometimes, in the evening. It was better to do it early in the morning because that was before the mosquitoes came out. Interesting enough, I have not been bitten by a single mosquito. Speaking of mosquitoes, which is usually pretty weird considering we had so much rain the last few days. See, it's kind of swampy. And then there's all of these trees, which definitely makes me feel like, yeah, this may be an option, a great option today. But the next time, we're probably going to have to put some insect repellent on. Let's see. Look at her. There's no pep in her step. Mm-mm. Thank you.
Looking for the next pee spot.
Probably. Or at least checking pee mail.
Like, do I want to pee right here? Do I want to pee over there?
Yeah, that pee mail. Look, there's a guy saying hello.
What's her name?
Snoopy?
Snoopy. It's like, I can't be bothered. I'm sniffing. I'm really interested in this plant right here.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
focus on that pee
scratching my
mail.
head. Oh wait, no, I just want to sniff right here. How old is she?
She's 17.
17, yeah. It's a good dog.
Trying to keep her mobile, keep her heart strong.
Yeah.
I'm worried a little bit.
I mean, anything could happen, but just looking at her, I'd say she's probably got 3-4 more years on her.
You think so?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm a huge dog person, and she's, for being 17, she looks pretty healthy. So.
Which this is the slowest she's ever walked, and she's been sleeping a lot more lately, and
Yeah.
I've been getting worried.
Yeah, but maybe not 4 years, but I'd say at least probably 3, maybe. But you never
a good
know.
2.
You never know. My dog was 10, and within 2 weeks, he developed a cancer that was like just rapid spreading. And
Oh wow,
He had a-
sorry.
he had a. This was like 2011 when he died, but thank you.
Oh.
But yeah, it was like the size of a basketball. It was like because he quit eating, and I swear it was like in a period of 2 weeks. It was close, so he wouldn't eat because it was closing off his gut. And then he was starting to affect his like he wouldn't go to the bathroom.
Right.
You know, so. And
Yeah.
they said I could have done a surgery, but there's no guarantee he would live. And if he did live, he'd probably be miserable the rest of his life. And I was like, I couldn't do that to him. So.
Well, because of her energy level, I'm thinking about giving her some bone broth.
That probably help.
Yeah.
That and there's those chews you can get that are supposed to help with their joints and their energy.
Oh, the joints. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think that she might have inflammation of the joints, arthritis.
Yeah, they say when dogs start moving slow, a lot of time it could be the arthritis in the joints.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Cherie.
Hi, Sheree.
Hi.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you
you.
for the advice.
Hi, Snoopy. Yeah, I'm a huge dog person, so
Thank
I
you.
keep up with all the dog stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm really
She looks
worried.
pretty healthy, other than moving slow. I mean, it doesn't look like. I'd say at least 3 more years.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I've been worried. I've been worried. He says 3. I'm thinking like, yeah, maybe 2. But then, he kind of scared me about when he said when his dog was 10 years old. Oh, a very fast demise. Oh no, look at this puddle. How are we gonna get across? Lord! Let's see if we can go around this way. Wow. Can we go around this way? Yeah, we can. Barely. Dang it, I done got my shoes dirty. And it looked like somebody put a piece of log down here to try to get back across. Otherwise, you have to go all the way around that way. See? Around this big, beautiful pond. I think I'm gonna go this way. Ah, damn. Look at that. Completely wet. Soaking wet. That's probably why he turned around. He was like, oh shit, he's turning around. F of this. Dang. Yep, my shoes they're baptized. They've been baptized in the water. Come on, we're almost to the car. We just got a half a mile to go before we get to the car. That's all. Just a half a mile. No, probably a quarter of a mile. Maybe my shoes will be dry by then. But yeah, this pond is filled to the brim. Look at that. Beautiful. Well, our shoes take a beating sometimes. Maybe I'll go to the Dollar Tree and see if I could find some cheap insoles. That way, the insoles that I put in these, I could just throw away and then replace them with new ones. Oh yeah, that dude, he just walked through the puddle. I tried to get around the puddle and ended up definitely probably getting my shoes more wet than if I had just walked through the puddle. For sure. Come on. Ugh. My toes is squishing in my shoes. People can be friendly. You walking in the shade? Mm-hmm. She walking in my shadow. You got to get that vitamin D. I didn't think about her maybe having inflammation, arthritis. We're gonna have to put some turmeric in your diet. I'll put some turmeric in the bone broth. How about that? But guess what? If you make it past 17, 18, and 19 will be a blessing. Yep. You probably forgot you used to walk this pathway early in the morning. You and Delilah, y'all used to be so hyper and you probably didn't even pay attention to where you were going. You were just so happy to be together. Believe me, I miss her too. Everybody says you look so healthy. 'Cause you're such a beautiful doggy. Yes, you are. Just a beautiful doggy. And a good doggy, too. And yeah, sometimes it is harder to walk at somebody's pace if it's slower than yours. But if you're with somebody or your animal and they're walking a slower pace and you're like, well, you're not going to spend time with them at their pace, therefore you start leaving them behind. That's sad. That's really sad. Okay, we did our walk and she is tired. Okay? So sometimes you gotta be careful what you wish for, right? But she's hydrated. We gave her some water. And I think she's just glad to be in the car. Man, our walk was slower, but it was longer. Yeah, we couldn't take no shortcuts on this walk. So, nope, we couldn't. We had to do the walk. We had to do the walk. But yeah, let me go see if I can find some cheap insoles at the Dollar Tree because I got my shoes wet. And the insoles are wet and yeah. Gotta figure out a way to keep the feet fresh. Okay, we got some doggy treats. We got some insoles. We got some Italian ices. Oh yeah, we did buy a little bit of oil. Okay, because we're talking about cooking some and we got some solar powered lights. This one, it looked like it was cute, right? Yeah, so solar hook and lantern, yeah. And then I also got some of these. Yeah. And then I got me a magnifier, a handy one, a handy dandy one. What else? Yeah, I got two kinds of treats. Oh, and I got me some mouthwash because, you know, lately when I wake up in the morning, oh my God, sometimes I feel like people done put a whole cup of dirt in my mouth. So I want to use that when I wake up. I'm going to try these rawhide chews. Some rawhide. Rawhide chews. Shit with the rawhide chews right now. And I left her in the car with the car running so she could have some AC. But the car's not gonna run without the key. It's not gonna go far. It's not gonna go far without the key. So I wasn't worried about that. I was not worried about it. So now I'm going back home. Oh yeah, we got the X's, chemtrails in the sky. I guess because it was too hot today. Interesting enough, I ended up spending about $21 at the Dollar Tree. I got me 3 of these order stopper foam cushion insoles. 3 of those. Yeah. So now I don't feel so bad because on 2 pairs of shoes, they've gotten wet. And yeah, I guess that's how fungus starts, is with wet feet. It is now 5 o'clock. And we're almost at the house, for sure, for sure. Yeah. Whoa. I do think I'm almost out of cabbage. I love cabbage. I'll eat cabbage up. But sometimes the cabbage in Walmart, I think they don't get enough people buying the cabbage in Walmart. So a lot of times the cabbage I get from Walmart, it's like if you don't eat it that very day, it's like, you might end up throwing it away. because it doesn't last that long. I think a day or two, really. Once the bag is open, a day, maybe two. So yeah. Oh yeah, lots of X's in the sky. And it's so weird how those X's turn into like a film. Not a cloud. Well, it's kind of like a cloudy film. But it's 78 degrees, and you know how YT people are. You know, they love to complain about everything when it gets hot. It's hot. It's hot. Oh, hold on.